views and opinions expressed on My Story Living with Lupus podcast represents each person's individual experience. By listening to this podcast or reading our blog, you agree not to use this podcast or blog as medical advice to treat any medical condition in either yourself or others. As always, consult your own physician for any medical issues that you may be having. My Story Living with Lupus podcast is officially trademarked, all rights reserved. She's a motivational speaker. She's an entrepreneur. And she's the creator of Right Side of 50. I'm talking about no one other than Shelia Smith. She's here to discuss life lessons. So you know what I want you to do. That's right. Grab your cup of coffee, your cup of tea, and if you're listening late at night, you know I appreciate it. Grab your favorite glass of wine and join us right here on My Story Living with Lupus for Life Lessons with Shelia Smith.
Life Lessons with Shelia, CEO and founder of Right Side of 50. I want to take this moment to thank you all for joining me again. Okay, this will be session 2, episode 2. I like the way that sounds, okay? That means that these numbers are just going to keep growing and growing. All right, today's lesson is going to be about how to be a better you. I sat down and I thought about this for a little while, and I was like, what lesson can I bring forth? Being so busy within my daily trials and things that I do throughout the day, as far as working my full-time job and running my own business, I wanted to step back for a minute, take a look at myself, and try to figure out how to be a better me. Which I want you all to turn it around into a lesson of how to be a better you. I just want everybody to know, because I've made mistakes and we all make mistakes. Throughout life, that is a part of life. It's a process to make a mistake. No one is going to go through their life without making a mistake. I used to come down on myself so hard when I look back and think of the mistakes that I made and how I could have went down a different path and not have gone through the things that I've went through. But some of those things, how do they say? Your life is already written. So it's meant for you to go through that, to be able to come out of that and be able to walk through the process of being richer, of being bigger, being broader. That is what makes a better you. I was diverted so many times off of a straight and narrow path because of what? Trying to work things out on my own. What do we say? And we tell each other a lot, girl, you better turn that over to God and you better leave it there. But do we listen? Do we really listen? It's all a process of how to be a better you. Some of us don't know. Some of us aren't trained on how to listen. Because if we did, we wouldn't take those roads. And I'm here to tell you that I was one of those that didn't listen. Oh man, please, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I know better than you. I don't care how wise you think you are over me. I know better. And then I look back at the situations that I've went through. And I could have gone through without doing that. But it's a life lesson. And now I'm here to tell you, everyone needs to stop and think for a minute. Everyone needs to stop and think for a minute. I didn't start to think that I needed to be a better me until I became comfortable with who I am and in my skin. That means I've went through marriages. I've raised 3 children. I now have 3 beautiful grandchildren. But I am now in the process of making a better me. Why? Because I want to leave an example. And we're supposed to lead by example. No matter who it is and no matter what it's for, we're all supposed to lead by example. So I opened my eyes to the perspective that everyone makes mistakes and that this is so normal within life. There is truly no right or wrong, but there is a longer and a shorter process to getting to places where you want to be in life. I'm not saying to take the short road, take the easy road. I'm saying take the road that seems correct. Don't divert off to the side because someone is telling you, oh man, you need to do this, you need to do that. No, what you need to do is become a better you. Become a listener, become a thinker, become a process worker, become a prayer warrior. Okay? I have a few words right here that I want to put into your mind. And it's actually from Philippians 4:8. And it says, think about these things. Finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise. That right there sums it up on how to be a better you. You want to give somebody something that gives them something about you which is worthy of praising. When I'm on somebody's mind, I want it to be something that's positive. I want to leave a positive note with everybody's life that I touch. I want everybody to say, you know what? She came into her own. It took me a while. Like I said, I took that other road. But my story is one to be told that I'm telling now, and I'm turning it into life lessons for you. Because I'm one standing here letting you all know I didn't find out who my birth father was until I was 52 years old. But that was a road that I tried my hardest to divert from. I tried my best to figure out who he was, what was going on. But guess what? I would always be blocked down that road that I was choosing to go because it wasn't meant for me to find out then. Until I became a better me. And with finding out, it made me realize in my life, I wasn't missing out on a thing. He was always there. The love was there. The care was there. But my heart just wouldn't rest or settle. And sometimes some things are better left unknown.